When you look into our society and the very economics of our market, even the derivative term in Latin and Greek, when you look at economia, it is dealing in the very science of scarcity. And this is, in a nutshell, the perception of lens through the eyes of man in this world. As opposed to God's unwavering, unconditional love and abundance, we see everything in a deficit. And we create value in this society through the illusion of a deficit. That's how everything works. And again, this is not based on governing dynamics through the eyes and creation of God and his creation. This is how man involves himself in competition. Competition does not and is not exercised, is not used. It is not a real parameter in the eyes of God. It doesn't work like this. But we integrate things like competition, power dynamics, and the manipulation of those things. Again, sometimes I feel like a broken record on this, but it's important to understand that this world is based in and around exploitation and manipulation. It's that simple. And it's important, especially for men as leaders, to understand that you can step outside of that realm. You can completely admonish these dynamics. It's the only way to truly be able to walk around in ministry the way Christ did as well. Now, this doesn't mean not setting boundaries. It's actually being truly biblically masculine. When we set personal boundaries for ourselves, that is having self-control and restraint for impulsive behavior. And that takes a lot of self-development and spiritual maturity to even get to that point. No different than having a highly elevated hormone profile with elevated testosterone or DHT. That in itself is a responsibility, because those elevated hormones can also lead to pridefulness and over-righteousness, because you start to see how ultimately cucked out many males are. So that in itself, you have to breed empathy and understanding. Greater understanding, greater power, greater responsibility.